Hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat. Today is Sunday, April 26th, 2020. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube, please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and if you are so inclined, head on over to twitch.tv/OtakuShowboat to leave a follow to be notified when I go live Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 10 a.m. to approximately 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. You can do all of the social stuff through the links below the video, including supporting Pyadon's mods development at patreon.com/Pyadon and myself at patreon.com/Otaku Showboat. Yes, Immortal is not late today. Is not late. So, today in the Alien Life playthrough, I do absolutely plan on actually finishing this wood factory today, and then moving on to moondrops. I will note that updates have happened. We are running 1821 now, as far as the game itself goes, and the Pi Suite has been updated. Alien Life has new stuff for Aurum, Arthurians, Yadels, and the other Novans. Those things. So the those two fungi, as well as Arthurians and Aurum, have undergone a few updates. A few updates and changes. I find the file for the Aurum, the file name that has all these updates, quite amusing. So anyway, what did we do last time? Well, last time the the Augs were updated. Yeah, that's what happened last time. The Augs got updated to a much larger size. They are now 14 by 14 buildings, and I decided to take the time and fix what needed to be fixed, but delete what I didn't need anymore. So I completely removed a couple of lines of the Augs from the main bus, including doing some crawdad demolition of a whole bunch. This line was 110 long of Mark 1 Aug paddocks. And then over at the production of bone meal from Ulrich, there were also some Aug stuff over here for manure that I no longer needed. Because I have this nice little Muckmo manure factory that happens to be right across the rails. Also, the underground distance on the red belts and blue belts has been updated, so I took that opportunity to make a nice little jump all the way across my tracks, getting that into the feeding of what is ultimately the Relesia out here. So, all of that said, I had to actually update the Augs up here as well for the sugar. Can't forget about the sugar production. I needed some glorious bones for the sugar production. All these wonderful bones. It's nice how we get like dog type skulls in this from our totally not dogs. Hey, it was updated. Hey, there it is. The caged Augs. Yeah, that now it's consistent. Excellent. Good to see. Consistency in the graphics. Totally intended that took another update to get to. Totally intended. Anyway, let's add some power to some of this so I can see what we've got. So I built all of this last time. Finished the logistics on the production of ash, ultimately, from all this syngas, coal gas type stuffs. Why aren't you actually moving? Oh, right, the oxygen. I need to get oxygen. I need to get some electrolyzers from the bus, which or from the mall, all the way over here. So from here to here, we actually managed to delete a rather big roadblock in the way between here and here. The only roadblock that's left is the seaweed, which, I am quite tempted for the seaweed to just like make dedicated seaweed factory and put it onto trains. I am quite tempted to do that thing. That will require absolutely massive amounts of space to do so, but yeah, ideas. So you need limestone and coarse fraction. Uh, the coarse fraction only goes here, if I am not completely mistaken. But the limestone goes more than just here. So what I did last time on the limestone was decide to overproduce up here so that I could not have like loops and crap of the limestone. So limestone primarily is going to go down and it's going to meet up with the coarse fraction out here. Yes, this glorious coarse fraction and limestone that needs to be making moss. But the limestone that's coming out of this process, it makes a little bit more than what I need, and it only is getting used in this moss here. So the excess needs to be destroyed as well. Am I stacking all of this? That I am. Why am I doing this thing? Is this the limestone? This is the limestone. This is what I needed to do. Oh boy. Autosave. Yeah, that's what I actually needed to do. Let's get that put back down there. Yes. That makes combining that a little bit easier. Now, feeding these, each one should be able to be fed by just one long-handed inserter. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. I would prefer there. And there you go. Moss! The moss shall flow! There it is. Yay, moss. Glorious, beautiful moss. Why are you not actually moving? Because I said that this was pure sand and not actual sand. Yeah, let's make that actual sand and make it not. Alright, that should be like straight up normal sand now. Because it got a couple pieces of like coarse fraction and stuff that was in there, and I didn't want to clog this thing up. So this needs to get voided. And I think I do have an excess of the biomass that I can use to feed my burners. Sounds like a wonderful plan. But first, let us actually continue on this setup for the wood. Now, what is next on the list here? So I never really have decided the exact order of things, but I need the nurseries and the factory to make the seeds. So I think first will come the seeds through the automated factory, and then the line of nurseries, and then, oddly enough, the line of wood processing units, and then the line of fast woods. I think that's how I'm going to do that. So first is this guy making the wood seeds, or the tree seeds from wood. And then that said 8 Mark II botanical nurseries. All rocks must die. Making the seedlings. Oh hey, if only I had the ability to have water on demand, that would be fantastic if I actually had the ability to have water on demand. Whoops. Alright, so that's the water. Moss, seeds. So all the moss goes in here. Da-da-da, congratulations. There's the moss. In fact, the seeds can just straight up output like that. So, yay! We did the thing. And of course, the actual wood will go in like so. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huzzah! Give it some power. And then it's like, do I have some wood on me? I do have some wood on me. Good. Doinky, 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 and doinky. Just add water, and it will function. Alright, so there's our seedlings. Oh, right, I still need to make the entirety of the tailings factory for this. The entirety of my tailings factory needs to happen somewhere. Boy. Yeah. See about that. Again, just trying to think of how I will scale this build. What I'm thinking is it's either going to be on the left or the right to do the actual setup on the tailings. And then it's just grab that whole, like, boxed unit to be able to paste it wherever. Noting that this will give us about 30 per second net of wood in the end. That does mean it will end up producing a little bit more than 30 per second, which will ultimately go in there. So I need 2 belts, or stack. Could always stack. Should probably stack. Who am I kidding? I should probably stack. In which case, this will unstack here. And hey, I can actually technically unstack immediately after this split and focus out that way. That will be that. Alright, good. So the next step I wanted to actually be the wood processing, which I don't actually have on me right now because I was in the middle of making them. So let's actually head back and pick up 20, or no, they should be in my, are they in my vehicle? Are they in my vehicle? I know I made these things. I know that I was complaining about them being 25 circuit 2s each. So I know I made them. They are not here. Here they are. There they are. All right, good to know. Let's see, what else do I want in here? From in here. I have some nice washers and stuffs. Yeah, it's good stuffs. What do you have? Not electrolyzers is the answer to that. Yes, you have not electrolyzers. So I don't need anything from you for now. I need the electrolyzers here. I need some water. And I need like probably lots more pipe than what I have, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll all work out. So 25. Hmm. 25 making wood from logs. And it needs to be even. So yeah, we're totally doing a 5x5. Just so's we're clear on that. We are totally doing a 5x5. I can't draw. A literal impossibility for me. Go away. Grab those. Grab those. Yay! Just add power poles. Come on. 4. And the last one. I need belt. Belt! Belt, wherefore art thou? And 5. Yay, we did it. Oh, vehicle. I need your belts. I need to, like, ride the vehicle down here. Like, glorious crawdad. So I'm not doing the voiding line quite yet, particularly because I am going to be doing a fair bit of more voiding once I set up the tailings. So that is all going to go into the same location, ultimately. At least that's the current plan. So that's all those. Oh, come on. I am very full. Very full in this inventory. Okay, and then it's 12 on the fastwoods. None of this is greater than 30, so it's 2 lines of 6 of these. Oh boy. These are sizable. Yes, quite sizable indeed. Ooh, that's a good question. Do I have the belts like that? I think I'm gonna have the belts like this. we are, of course, doing this beautiful recipe of ash, tree seeds, tailings, and CO2. It is, frankly, the best possible one that we currently have access to that doesn't involve wastewater. That doesn't involve wastewater or fertilizer. I think this one that gives 10 has potential of these ones. Even though it is a 20-second craft time, the 10 logs for 3 seeds, like, that's a pretty good indicator that it's just straight up better than getting 8 for 3 seeds, even though it's faster. So, yeah. Logs 8, I think, might be pretty good if I had a way of very consistently getting large amounts of wastewater to feed it easily without having to spend a ton of power in the form of fish, because fish are huge on power. I mean, it's a good way of dealing with wastewater, but there are other things you can do with wastewater. There are other things that you can do with wastewater than use it to make wood. This is a good compromise on the ash and tailings and CO2. To get seeds! Yay, seeds! Beautiful, glorious seeds. We are going to do the pipes on the other side. Yes, beautiful, beautiful pipe logistics. Whoops. Off by one. And of course I have to bring the CO2 down. Best used for urea. Yes, that's what the wastewater would be best used for at this moment in time. Wait a minute. Oh, that's 25. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I am at least somewhat still sane. Looking at those values, that's like, wait, what? Is that not 400 plus? No. One of these values is 2 digits. The other one is 3. There we go. So that's that. Add ash. It's 24 ash, unfortunately, which means I can't put it on the same belt with the seedlings. If I do this way. Well, that's unfortunate. I need another belt. The options that I have dictate that I'm going to do this here. Because either way, I'm going to have the 2 belts to feed these things. But my solution is very strange. Very, very strange. I can actually shift that up 1. I can shift it up more than 1. I mean, sure, we'll shift it even higher. There. It's beautiful. It's beautiful and wonderful and glorious. Magnificent. So this is the ash. and the seedlings. Whichever line I want to draw for that. Most likely this one. There's the seedlings. Make sure I have that done, and then copy. Oh. Copy and paste. Really? Why you know? Oh, duh. There we go. Aligned. We are aligned. I think if I do that, yes. Yay! Success! That will work just fine. I just need to have a way for these logs to move out. Preferably, I would actually have the logs in here, so... Actually, I'll do this like so. Logs escaped. And that will be the logs. And then that's for the actual wood itself. It'll come out over here. It needs to get stacked somewhere. Somewhere along the line. Probably right here. Just like so. Now I did that one tile in because power. Okay. Going up. Success! There's the wood. Eventually. We are partially finished. Only partially. It moves! Alright. Now to get the tailings. And then I still have to go back to grab the electrolyzers to make sure we have a consistent supply of ash. Okay, where am I going to build this tailings? Oh, boy. Somewhere. I need to see how big this actually is. On 387.1. So it's washer into washer. Doing sand to pure sand. 1 is 50. 50 plus 40. 50 plus 40. This actually is 1 to 1. So 1540 is 90. I need at least 387.1 divided by 90. 5, and I'll have excess. Alright. so it's 5 and then 15 per second times 5. Oh boy, 75 soil per second. That's going to be 3 of these each set up. So 3 times 5 is 15. So we need a block that will do 3 of these, plus 1 of these, and then times 5 plus all of the belts and logistics. That, I think, fits quite nicely right in here. Right in this area. In the alternative, it absolutely fits in this area. Oh yes, and of course, the water as well. The water! Glorious water. So I actually have this build already. It's just I have to upgrade the doohickeys. Yes, I have to upgrade my doohickeys. This was 5 feeding 2? Five feeding 2? That changes the math. Yeah, 5 would feed 2. Evenly. Without having to stack. And make better use of the soil extractors? It's a thought, but do I want to go with that type of a build to make it more compact on these? No, I think I'm just going to redo it. Make sure I have all the water aligned. Said make sure I have all the water aligned. So, with this particular setup that I'm about to do here, again, that's still one stupid tile. As I said, I don't need to worry about the stacking. What I need to worry about, though, is having the space to do that. Alright, and there's your tailings. So this times 5. Yay! Excuse me, but you are going to place there, whether you like it or not. And then you're going to get cut. So, just not enough space there. There's definitely room in here. Oh, yeah, that's pretty perfect. Of course, water as well. 3 of these is 900 plus 300 plus another 100. That's not very nice because that's a little bit more than one of these. So I basically just need one of these on each side then. Why? Why I do this to me? Why I do this to myself? I don't know. This is what I'll do. No. Not enough space there. What about if... it's too close. I'm going to, actually shift this closer into alignment with the edge here. Oh, and I see that I am off a tile. I do see that. This here is off by 1. Make sure that I actually grab everything. There it goes. Now we are aligned. As long as I have enough room to plop the thingies. These thingies. Oh yes, and power. And logistics on getting rid of all the pure sand. So each of these will produce 4 per second of pure sand. Now 4 times 5 is 20, so we're within the realm of a red belt, but it's easier to void stacked items with my compact loaders and stacking mod from Deadlock, so let's use that to our advantage here. Alright. Getting done as much as I can before having to go back to the mall. Alright. Well, clearly it will be a little bit easier if I first combine and then stack like so. With the exception of that particular one. Now, where will I combine all these? Probably somewhere here in the middle, obviously, and, you know, go there. That way. I don't need that output priority, and then, you know, just combine it out here. Actually, not even use that. Just go doink. And huzzah. And away we go. Off to the races. Ta-da! Just add power. Oh, that's convenient. That's inconvenient. No, no, no. No, I'm putting that there, thanks. Yeah, that's gonna be right there. Even if I have to do that on every single one. Which I am absolutely doing that on every single one. Actually, I didn't need to do it that one. Oops. I will do it here just because it's not 6. Doinky and... Ooh, hello. There's most of the power, and the power! It's alive! It's using energy. Okay. Pipes. The actual tailings need to go somewhere. I may as well bring them out somewhere in here. That is right next to that sound. I think that sounds just fine.